Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the best size rims to go on the Ford Crown Victoria. Now, this here is a 2005 model. Um, Now, we're going to be talking about this model here. This is from what 98 up to 2011. Now, if you just really want to make sure it's got a clean look, the best year would be the 96 and 97 Crown Victoria. That body style, fits the rims the best. But let's go ahead and get into it with this year here, or this body style. So this here is the newer body style, the last body style that the Ford Crown Victoria was made. And we're gonna be talking about what is the best size fit wheels. If you want to go, and we're not talking about 18s or 20s, we're gonna go with 22s and up. All right. Now, with that being said, let's check it out. What comes on the Crown Vic? I want to say these are some 16s. Probably get the 17s on the newer model, like the upper year or whatever. So yeah, these are going to be some 16s. So we're going to be taking the car from a 16, and let's start at the 22s. All right. Now, if you go with the 22s, looking at, you know, you get your rim and you get your tire together. So for people who don't know, your rim and your tire, you get a good amount of rim. Of course, the rim is not as big as the 24, but you get more tire than you would on the 24. And what I mean by that is, for instance, let me show you up here on this one. On your 22s, you can get a thicker tire. So you may get like maybe that much, but on your 24s, and 26s, you run what we call the rubber bands, maybe like super thin. So now you can get a bigger tire on the 24 and 26, but it's gonna require a lot of chopping to the body because it's gonna have to be able to fit, so you're gonna start trimming the body up. But if you run your 22s, you can put your 22s on. You can have your rim, you can have your chunky tire, and you won't have to really do any body work as far as trimming. Now, of course, if you run with your 24s, some people gotta run a bigger wheel. You're looking at, you have to trim the body up, maybe a tad bit. Of course, the lift kit gonna have to be added in, and you're gonna be looking at your rubber band tires. Now, if you want to trim the body a little bit more, get you some meat on the rim, then that's cool. Now, so right now we're looking at 22s would be the best fit for the Crown Vic if you don't want to do too much modification and you want a good, riding tire. Now, 22s to me is a highway tire. You can put those on the highway, ride out. 24s you can. You're gonna be pushing your luck just a little bit. All right. Now, let's say you want to run your 26s. Now, when you get past the 24s, you kind of, to me, now this is my personal, feeling about the past 24s. Once you go over your 24, man, your 26s and 28s, you're cutting up your car. All right, cutting the car up, and you're doing a lot of frame, a lot of modifications up under the car. If you ever notice some of those cars that used to have the 28s on them, when they take the wheel off, how ugly the car look. So keep that in mind. You can get away with it almost on the 24s. 22s not so bad, but think about the cars that you have seen once they done took the rims back off. They look horrible. Because it's gonna be a lot of people like, man, he don't know what he's talking about. But everybody done seen cars once you take the rims off, how they be looking. All right. So stay around your 22 mark, 24 mark. You can almost come back to your basic look like this. You're gonna have a little more height, of course, from the lift kit, which is not that bad. All right. So right now, 24, 22s, 24s, 26s, and you got your 28s. Now your 28s, as if you're gonna just go crazy with it, you go get your 28s put on the Crown Vic. Now, once again, don't, if you put 28s on the car, don't look to bring the car back to original. Don't look the car to even look close to original. You go with your 28s, you just going all out. You just saying, hey, I just gotta have them big wheels, you know, and just going all out. I mean, you basically you just taking the car down through there to where no point of return on it, okay? Just about with the 26s. So 26s and 28s, we're gonna put them in almost the same category, almost. 28s is just, once you do that, it's over. But, hey, it's up to you if you want to take it down through there like that and, do your thing. So what I want y'all to do is leave down in the comment section below. Now, we are going to put some wheels on this car. Not saying we're going to go anything overboard with it. We will put some wheels on here. I honestly don't feel like doing a lift kit or anything to this car. So, but I would like to upgrade the wheel size. I like a little ride height, so that's not a big deal. Now, if you're gonna run your 22s, now if I want to run 22s, they got like a little small kit that you can actually put on yourself. You got little spacers going between the springs. Let me see if we can get a shot. Probably not because it's a little dark, but see, this is covered up. But your little springs, you got a little spacer you just put between them, unscrew it, it'll jack the car up for you, and you do the same thing on the back, or do some shocks or whatever, however you want to do it. But if you want to just go with the 22s, you just about do the lift kit yourself. Of course, if you're going way over that, now you pushing your luck. You might want to go to the shop and let them do it. I know when I had the rims on my last car, last time I rode rims, we had to keep going back getting it adjusted because it wasn't, I like a level ride. Some people like it higher in the front. I like mine even. I'm an even ride. I don't like that. To me, it looks odd. Hey, if that's your type, that's cool, but I don't like the odd look. The front up, the back down. So I had to keep going back, and you gotta find a level spot to park, and then they gotta, make sure it's level. So I had to keep going back adjusting it. We had the, spacers and stuff on the back. Now, also keep in mind when you're running your rims, if you go with anything too big, you can take your car to the shop and get it aligned with the 22s on it, 24s on it, 26s, 28s. Some shops ain't gonna do it. So I'm gonna recommend you just take it back, put your regular wheels on, let them line it up. Now, I had the 23s. That's a whole nother story. I had the 23s, and we was able to go to the shop. They was able to put the car on the machine, line it up like that. Now, we did have to do it twice. I'm not gonna flex. We had to do it twice because first time it didn't get right. And this was I had a 97 model. So they didn't get it right the first time. And I had redid the whole front suspension. Everything new ball joints, new all that stuff. Up front was control arm, all that stuff was brand new. So they didn't get it right the first time. Had to take it back, put it on the machine again. They finally got it right. So it's just something to keep in mind. The bigger your wheel, the harder it is to get it aligned. And once you go over your 24s, it's not an interstate car anymore. I mean, you're going to pretty much cruise it for around town because you have a blowout, you're stuck. You can't just go back and throw a little wheel on. Other than that, man, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and see what we do with this vehicle. Leave your comments down below. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next video.